Save Victor. How's everybody doing today? Amazing, I hope. It is another video from your older than average YouTuber here on the YouTubes. And today we're going to do a video on a friendship, specifically makeup friendships, and how blessed I am. If you want to see what products I'm going to be using, why I'm using them, and a look that we could recreate, you're in the right place. And you know what you need to do? You need to keep on watching. So this, I think, should be a fun video. So I got a package from Darcy from St. Angel Sinners for my birthday. She had given me a few things that were specifically for my birthday, and then I got a little bit of PR, and one of the palettes is really, really exciting that I'd like to talk about. So let's go over the things that I got for my birthday. So she sent me this amazing Ofra palette. This is Bienvenue Miami. And it is a mini mix face palette. It goes like so. So we've got two different blushes. This one is in the shade of Vice, a purpley shade. We got 305. We've got two highlighters. One is called Magic City and one is called Ocean Drive. And then there are two different bronzers here. More of a warm tone and more of a cool tone. This is in Cafecito and Dali, I want to say. So, and then has this, I like how these face palettes come with these little protector things here. She also sent to me the Ofra Mini Mix palette. This was one that was in the ice cream box. So there we go. That is absolutely beautiful. So I got those for my birthday. Let's see. And then for PR, I've got a bottle of the perfume. I have got... Yay, I'm so excited because wait till you see the packages. We'll look later. Two lippies, a lip liner, and then what I'm most excited about, besides this purple blush, is the Blessed palette. So this is One But Many, the Blessed palette. And this is one that Darcy did of basically our little group of the Sassies. And look at this, we were all little bunnies. And then we have this beautiful color story here. And look at this, how beautiful is this? And this is named after a whack of us in our little group. So I'm gonna put on some glasses here so I can read the names. So the first shade here we have is Shani, which is this beautiful shimmery light green. Then we go into Diana. And then we've got Manuela, so my makeup twin, makeup therapy. We have Steph, so not your basic Steph. We have Erica, she is also on YouTube. And then we've got Marina, Christina, Wilma, my love, the Wilma Fingerdo. Oh God, my words are getting twisted. Darcy, so this is a shade that she has for herself. Chloe, that's for me, this beautiful blue. We've got Tori, as in Beauty Moon, Tori here. We've got Debbie, it's me, Deb. We've got Pia, she also has a YouTube channel, and then this one's for our group of the Sassies, and this one is the shade Family because this whole family loves a good black. So here we go. So this is so beautiful. So this was based on a palette. It was slightly changed. The names were changed. I believe the packaging was changed. This was a release that was supposed to come out with a collab with another brand. Wilma got a copy of the original. She loved it so much, did a video. The collab didn't happen. And then this one, what this kind of color story was, put away on the wayside, sadly. But Wilma kept talking about it. We were all jealous, and Darcy decided to rejiggy. I think some of the shades are a little bit different, of course, renamed, and our beautiful packaging here. And again, we were all in love with this palette, and we were all really sad that we didn't have our chance to get our little phalanges on it, and now we do. So I was very excited. This, along with the Reckless palette, is going to be one of the last few St. Angel Sinners palettes for a little while. Darcy's going to be taking a little bit of hiatus. that girl has so much going on. So if you do want to, if these are still available, there were some left of this one and the Reckless. That was the collab with Calvin Brockington. That would have gone up on a Monday, my video with that palette. So if there are some left, I would highly recommend grabbing them. So let's get started and put some makeup on her face. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to start with that face palette. We are going to start with the Miami palette, like so, because I so need to put this purple blush on my face, and I think I want to try a little bit of a darker one because I did stick my fingers in it yesterday, and when it blended out really nicely. So I want to see if I can just put a little bit up here, what that does, doing something that is a little bit warmer or cooler, I should say, pardon me. Generally I pick shades that are kind of like this but lighter, probably 2 or 3 shades lighter, but these both, here I'll show you, they seemed to blend really nicely and softly into the skin. See? I mean, I only took a light touch, so I thought maybe using a light touch. I'm going to try one that is a little bit cooler. So I'm going to take what has been my favorite one for quite a while. It is the Morphe M24. This one here, it is getting long in the tooth. I do have a couple other ones that I use occasionally, but I've been just trying to, I use kind of basically one face brush at a time. So I thought I would give this a go. So I am going to kind of boop this on my hand a little bit as well, because I don't want to wreck my look, but I did want to try and see if I could use a more cooler shade, and if that looked a little bit better than some of the paler ones. When I get a super pale one, that it is fine, but sometimes they look a little orangey. So I just wanted to see if I could gently, and I've been using less bronzer and contoury type stuff recently as well, even though I do have some that I need to finish, but yeah, I think that works okay. So we're just going to take a little bit more for the other side, and there we go. I'm just going to have an easy day today. I am playing with makeup, and then I'm going, I took a little bit more on that side, but it's okay, plenty. I am going to, I met at an antique fair a few years ago, somebody that carries some dishes that I collect. They're atomic dishes. And then I saw him again this year, picked up some, and then he was saying he comes into town quite often and he could bring some other things that I've been looking for, which happened to be a couple cups with saucers and a creamer and the only dinner plate I've ever seen anywhere. So I'm picking those up today from him, and that's the end of my shopping for a while. But it was so hard to find those cups. And what's really, really funny is I picked them from him, and then my friend sent me that somebody in Victoria, which is an island near us, was selling a whack of the cups too. And it's like, well, had this not panned out, maybe I would have reached out to that gentleman, but not that I need half a dozen. They apparently have lead in them. I found out after I started collecting them. Some lady was saying that you shouldn't use them. They may have high doses of lead in them. So I thought, well, I've been using them just for display in a beautiful cabinet. So I think that's fine. Okay, I think maybe I do. What do you think? Does having this slightly darker but cooler compared to what I normally use work? We will see. Sometimes, you have to live with things a little bit, But I am really excited to try that purple blush. Now, it felt like it looks mattish on here, but when I was putting it on my hand, it felt like it had a little bit of glow to it. So, like so. And it also blends really nicely. So it's definitely one that you can build up. So I don't think you could go, you have to worry about going too crazy right away. So again, I'm going to use this one is from not Be Perfect, from Beauty Bay. I really like this little brush. It seems to nicely disperse product on there, on your face. So let's use a little bit of that. Like I said, what I like about the other Ofra blush that I got, a round one that was like a blush with bronzer that I got in an ice cream box. That one, I put some on yesterday and was like, bam, in your face, way too much, though it looked really pretty, I really had to blend. Oop, I dropped the cover. But this one, I like that goes on with a lighter touch, and then you can have a nice blend to it. Even though I like a lot of blush, I like to have a little bit of control, I think. Or I think I know. So So there we go. This is a very pretty shade. I really like this, Darcy. This is really good choice. Do something slightly different from my oranges and a little bit and my pinks, right? Try a little purple. I do have some purple ones. I have a few like from It's Likely Makeup that are really fun colored blushes. So there we go. We've got that nice blush on. Then they also have some lovely highlighters in this. I'm going to be able to mostly get a full look here. So, oh, I dropped it. So, oh, okay, I can see it from the bottom. This was the city one, and this was the Ocean Drive. This is pretty close to the Rodeo Drive one that I really, really like. So that is really pretty there. It's definitely warmer. But I think we're going to use this one. I think we're going to go with that one today. This is a slightly lighter one. I think my Rodeo Drive is probably like the third in the color. It would go like 1, 2, 3, I think. So it might be a slightly, oh, and then I dipped into the bottom one. Hold on, cease, desist. All right, so let's go in there. And then my friend gave me a kimchi lighted mirror the other day, but it needs batteries, or I would have used that today. So I want to use it when it has the lights work. Holy crap, that needs 4 of them. This is a very, very pretty highlighter. I really like Ofra. I know they were on the no-no list for a while, but come on, look at these highlighters. Oh. Alrighty, so there we go. We're gonna leave the lips to last. So now let's do what we're really, okay, so I'm going to use my Prime is Everything and prime my eyeballs really quick, and then we're gonna go into that beautiful palette. So just throwing it out there. Usually a lot of times don't use concealer, especially under my eyes, but I do have a few age spots starting to show. So I've been using, I bought it a while ago and I never used it, so it was still wrapped. Because I remember seeing so many people talk about the Sephora concealer, saying how much they loved it. And then I watched a couple people that I liked saying that they hated it. I was like, oh no, what did I buy? So I thought, oh, I'll just try it. I really like it. And it's really good to not totally cover because it's very light and I don't put too much on, but it really does help with a little bit of my LYS to give, I think, a pretty nice base here with, at the same time, not covering every flaw because we want skin to look like skin, but with color. Okay, so now let's play with this beautiful eyeshadow palette. I mean, I assume I should use my own shade on my eyes. I'm wearing pink, so the Diana shade is really nice. I'm going to link the pages, some of these lovely ladies that I know, in the description box below, so definitely check them out. We're on a group chat because we are huge St. Angel Sinners fans and we're all friends with Darcy. So yeah, so this is really quite the honor. Though I am jealous that Wilma got this shade, but this blue is pretty gorgeous too, because who doesn't like a green and blue look, right? Right? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it a lighter look today. The blacks, you know, St. Angel Sinners has my favorite black. So I think I'm going to go into the shade Sassies, and I'm going to use that as my darker shade. Then I'm going to go into Debbie, I think. And next I'm going to do a green with a blue. And I think for my inner corner, because I'm trying to keep it pretty bright, I think I'll save the Wilma for another time and the Christina for another time. But I think I might use Shani in the inner corner. It's a beautiful shimmer here. If I got time later, I'll do swatches. If not, you know, there's beautiful swatches. I think Not Your Basic Stuff, I believe, did some nice swatches. And I think there's some nice ones on Darcy's page, I believe, as well. So alrighty, so again, we're going to go into Sassies. So that was the one named after our group. So that is this beautiful green shade. So let's do this. I want to do a nice, oh, that is pretty. So I want to do a nice, really pretty little springy look. As I am wearing pink today. Also wearing my superhero skirt that has like Wonder Woman. What do we got here? Wonder Woman, Supergirl on here. Catwoman, I believe, is on here as well. It's a fun skirt. It's one of the first pinup skirts that I ever got made specifically for me. Did it for a fan expo. This palette's going to definitely get a lot of use. Like I said, I was so sad that I wasn't in on the original collab for that, or when the original collab was supposed to come out, that it didn't work out. Okay, so that is the shade of the Sassies. I think that pretty much is the right color for this group, because the majority of the group are really love green. So I know Steph does, I do, Wilma does. Yes, so I know a lot of us are really big green fans. I'm going to keep using this brush actually. I'm just going to clean it off. Now we're going to go into the shade that's Debbie, as in it's me, Deb. And we are going to go use that as the next shade there. And then I'm going to do that probably just 3/4 because I want to leave the inner for the blue. There isn't a matte blue in here, so I might just put the shimmer just straight on to primer. Look at this. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And of course, these shades blend beautifully together. Wondering, maybe I should do a 2-look video. Should I do a 2-look? Maybe I should make this a 2-look. Let's make this a 2-look video because there's so many beautiful colors in here, and you know, I can't help myself. I have to start with the greens. So yeah, let's do a 2-look video. So this is now look number 1. All right. Okay, so pretty. Ooh, 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 ooh. Now that makes me almost want to do a complete green look, but I really do like a green and blue together. So I'm going to take this nice flat brush here and a little spray, and then we are going to go into my shade, Chloe. As I'm digging away in there like a cease and desist. Alrighty, so let's do. Okay, so this one has blue to pink in here. Oh, so this would be great. Would have been great with that pinky purple look too. I love it. So let's go like so. We might want to maybe do something a little bit different on the bottom lash line. Why don't we just go crazy? Even though we are going to do 2 looks. Okay, so that's just using the brush, a little bit of a spray. This is a beautiful light shade. So now we're going to take our phalanges, because we always like to do a phalange test. And plus, I always like sticking my fingers into St. Angel Center's shimmers because they're always soft and tactile. See, a blue and green look is just absolutely beautiful. We do have another matte green in here, and I think I'm going to use that along my bottom lash line before we do the inner corner. So the other green that's in here is the shade called Marina. She's also super lovely. So we're going to go with that shade, and I'm going to use that along the bottom. Yeah, I think that's pretty. It's still keeping our look nice and light. There we go. How pretty that is. Now let's do a little bit. We can do a slightly quicker look today since we're going to now do a 2-look video. I don't feel so bad being so quick, but the thing is that these things, look, they just blend and melt perfectly together. So it doesn't need a lot of work. So there we go. So we have 2 different greens. So I wanted to use another green in my inner corner so we can tie the green with the green, but having that little pop of blue because A, it's my color, and B, blue and green together are beautiful. Blue and pink together are beautiful. So we have got the shade that's called a Shani. I mean, look at that. Oh, that is so beautiful. That's also a lovely, that would be lovely for the inner corner. But let's do it. Let's swatch the Wilma shade. You want to put a little bit on the outer edge. We can't use all the shades, so, but I think this one will probably go a little bit better with this look. This is definitely a blue-green, but I think it'll get lost with the blue. So let's pop in a little bit of a Wilma, and then we're going to use that for the inner corner, I think. That is super pretty. Okay, this is going to need a full eye look on its own, but just that little extra touch of green is that we can tie it all in together. Okay, so let's quickly buff. I've been really enjoying this Laura Geller. It's kind of like a foundation powder spray. Okay, and then I'm going to quickly put on some mascara. If you've been seeing some of my videos recently, this is my favorite combo right now. So we're gonna quickly do that. Okay, and there we go. We are mascaraed. I'm not gonna do any liner today because like I said, I just wanna keep this very simple, pretty, and soft. So we have that. So now that the ambulance is gone, so I've got a lip liner, and this is in the shade number 11 from St. Angel Sinners. I've tried the lip liner that was the collab with Calvin Brockington, and I really like them. So hopefully this is the same idea. So this is a neutral shade here. So this should go nicely with any shade that we pick. So I'm just going to go ahead and line it, and then we'll look at the other two shades. Yes, it is the same nice formula where it's emollient, but not too emollient, so you can get a nice shake with your lip, but it doesn't hurt colored in. All right, there we go. See, it's just a nice neutral lip. She always has them with a nice sharp point on there. There we go. So yeah, so I'm not sure if this was a part of any collection, or I think it probably was part of the collection with the lipstick. I think they were released at the same time. And then we have these two shades here. This was from the 420 collection. I do have one of the original 420 palettes. She did release them as two separates with a few color switches this year. So we have the shade that is called Strike, and then this one is called Milan. So let's take a look at Strike first. And look at the packaging. It's like a little bonbon. It's so cute. And then it just twists up. And this is our first shade. So again, this was the one that was called Strike. So this is this pretty one here, which would go really nice. I think that would go nice with the lip liner. And then, oh yeah, and then it has a sticker on the bottom. So if I don't keep the boxes after a while, I don't have to worry. And then this is Milan. And again, the same. It's so cute, like a little bonbon. And they smell delicious. And then we have this shade here. So this is Milan. Ooh, how pretty that is. It's like a raspberry. Ooh, I like that. I think I'm gonna use this one because I have it open. Let's do it. Yeah, different lip liner probably for this color. This lip liner definitely goes more with Strike, but it does give me a place to know where to put my lipstick without getting it over the line. There we go. Ooh, it's so pretty. Nice pink, slight raspberry shade. Oh, I could just smell these. They're just delicious. Oh, excellent. I love it. Thank you, Darcy. These are great. So we will definitely use a striker for whatever look we do next. And then, of course, we're going to need a little spritz. This is very citrusy, summery, such a super beautiful scent. I always just lightly spray and then kind of move myself into it. So here we are. Here is a look number 1 from the Blessed palette, because this is now a 2-look video. So on to the next look. Alright, swatchy time. Alright, our first shade is a Shani. It is this beautiful shimmery green. Our next shade is Diana, which is this beautiful pink. Oh, my finger was a little wet there from cleaning off some other makeup. There we go. And then we have the shade Manuela, aka Makeup Therapy. So it is a white to pink. I've been really struggling with the lights here, so I apologize if it doesn't come clean enough. And then we have the shade called Steph, which is this beautiful purple. There you can see a little bit of the Manuela shade. And then we have the shade Erica, like so. So you've got like a cooler and a warmer. So that is the first row. And then we have Marina, like so. Then we have Christina, So then we have Miss Wilma Fingerdew. So Wilma. And then next up we have here is Darcy. And then we have Manuela Chloe, aka Manuela, name twin right there. Tori, aka Beauty Moon Cosmetics. And then we have Debbie. Then we have Pia. Oh, this one's pretty. This is definitely another kind of duochrome business. And then we have the Sassies, which is our little group of makeup lovers. And of course, as I mentioned in the video, a shade that we all love to use is the black, and this is in a family, and we are a little makeup family. So there we go. There is the palette. Here, I just want to do this one more time. I know it's just my lighting, but there we go. It looks really pink in person, but here it's looking very white. But there we go. There is our Blessed palette. Okay, so we're back for look number 2. I have my base and brows on. So I thought we would play with the Ofra Mini Mix palette. That was the second palette that I got from Darcy in the birthday portion. So I thought we would do that before doing our final look with Blessed. Such a beautiful palette. The look was beautiful all day. The first look, I really liked it. So I cannot wait to put another one on. Alrighty, what kind of brush do I want? I don't think I'm going to do any bronzer today. I think I'm going to go straight to a blush. I'm going to use this one here. This is from Billion Dollar Brushes. I had won this in a contest. Oh, there we go. Luckily, I was going to say I forgot to bring my Trixie mirror, but I have my Odin's Eye mirror here. And there we go. This one nicely has a regular mirror and a close-up mirror, which is nice. Alrighty, so we're going to go into this pink blush that's in here. It's very, very pretty. The other one had 2 different blushes in it. And then I'm going to tap it on my hand. This is a super soft brush, so I may not even need tapping out. Disperses very, very lightly. There we go. And that way I can build up. Ofra's blushes are pretty pigmented. The one that I have in a highlighter, or no, a bronzer blush duo, crazy, crazy pigmented. And if I use a slightly denser brush, the one in the Miami palette was pretty bright too. So this way I can nicely just build up to the mood that I'm in today. It was my goddaughter's birthday. She wanted a pedicure, so we are doing that today. And then her ex-boyfriend's birthday fell on, or his party fell on the same day. So they are going to go to that after, and then I'm going to go with my best friend who hatched my godchild, or adopted godchild. Michael's my actual, but Angelina is, I treat both the kids equally. I can't, just because one, I'm legitimately the godparent to, I'm not going to treat them any differently. So yeah, so they wanted a pedicure. So we're going to do that, and then their dad's going to take them to their ex-boyfriend, still friend Ethan's birthday party. And then I'm going to go with the bestie again who hatched them, and go with their mother. And we're going to go for lunch at a pub. So there we go. So we've got a good day planned. And then after her husband Julian drops off the kidlet at the party, he's getting a pedicure. Wife wanted to not have him go at the same time, which I would have been fine with. Her husband's pretty funny. Okay, so we've got the blush part on. So we have this highlighter here. So this highlighter has 4 different shades in it. This is the all of the lights. So I know from the other palette, I believe this one is in there, maybe even this one. This, I think, looks like the one that I have, and I don't have a pink one. So what I did last time was swirl them all together, and it looked really good. So I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to swirl all these highlights together. And since there are 3 golds, 1 pink, it's not like it's going to turn it into mud or anything. So I go like so, and I thought it looked really cute last time. Yeah, see, I love the Ofra highlights. They are, them and the Kaleidos are probably my most favorite highlighters. I have some other ones that I like a lot too, but I definitely think the Ofra and the Kaleidos, like, look at that. It's like wet, shimmery, it's beautiful. I really like that. So yeah, so there is the a mini mix palette by Ofra. It's actually nice to try some different Ofra products because, like I said, I always did the highlighter, but I never had a chance to try anything else. Do have some lippies from her as well, but we are going to be using the other St. Angels, the Sinners one. All right, so we finished that, so now we can get on to the Bless palette. I'm going to use a little bit of Prime is Everything because I am really trying to, this one and the black one, I'm really trying very hard to go and pan them. I always have, because I try with certain things to only have one or two open, say if they're colored or whatever, or different shades, but I always try just to have one setting spray, one face primer, one eye primer, one mascara, one eyeliner, the things that I don't change out as much at a time, though right now I do have several primers open because I did test a few through boxes and things, but I'm working my way through before I use my Time Bomb. I popped a video up on Saturday that shows how excited I was to get Time Bomb back into my life again because it is my favorite face primer of all time. Yes, the Putty Primer by e.l.f. is the second favorite, but the the Time Bomb from the Balm is great. I do like these ones too. These are from the Balm. I have this one and a black one, so if I want for eye primer, I do actually really like those ones a lot, as well as P. Louise makes a good one too. Okay, though my favorite probably of all time is probably Kaleidos's color changing one. I do have, or yeah, matches your eye skin tone. I do have one of those, but the same thing, so I'm saving one of those and saving that one until I use a whack of other ones up. Okay, so let's go back into the Blessed palette here. Take off our little plastic. I always keep it for the first little while, and then once I use them a few times, the plastic disappears into recycle. Okay, so beautiful. So we played with some greens, and we played with a little bit of the Wilma, and I think we played a little bit with the pink. So I think what we're going to do is a blue and purple look, I think. So what I'm going to do is do a little bit of the black in the outer corner, then, or should I do the lighter colors first? And then you just do darkest to lightest. With this brand, it doesn't matter. There's some brands that are a little bit more picky, that it's easier to do lighter to dark, like the Beauty Bay ones. But I'm going to do that one there. So that was the shade, let me get my magnifying glass out again. That was the one called Family. I don't know why I forgot that, but you know, I'm old. And where to put my mirror? There we go. So let's go into Family. Oh, it's the one thing St. Angel Sinners do amazing is the blacks. There's a few competitors out there that do good blacks. I really enjoyed the black in the Mad Witch palette. That was really, really good. There's one recently that I really liked too, but now my brain went bloop. But anyways, there are a few people I think they're learning to do a better game of black because people do really like a good black. I like a buildable one, but I know some people like to smack them on the head right away. These ones pretty much smack you on the head right away, but if you tap it out on your finger, you can get it to go on a little bit lighter, so you don't have to worry about fallout, because I did my base first. I think my skincare has been doing really good here, because it doesn't matter what of my trio of foundations that I'm using, they're seeming to look good. Generally for filming, I'm using my Wova Beauty that I got for $2, which I have a whack of them in the closet, because it looks really nice on film. And then generally when I'm out and about, I mostly use the Believe Beauty one, which is very affordable. You can get it for Dollar General. Haha, finally remembered. Dollar General in the US. And my LYS Beauty I really like a lot too. Those are a few of my favorites. Other favorite lighter foundations are the ZZ Cosmetics foundations, and I like the Tarte Maracuja one a lot. So I'll probably at some point maybe get some of those again. If I can't score some more of the Believe Beauty one, then I might change up back to the Maracuja and have that one as my other one. The Maracuja one is a really good, actually, summer one. It's very light. I'm liking how I'm getting just a teeny bit of a wing. I'm liking the shape, so I'm trying to see if I can get that to nicely go on the other side. This brush is very good. This is from C Color. Rumor is C Color is coming back via Amazon. I haven't looked back into that. I should do, because for an affordable brand, their makeup was always really good. And the brushes were okay, except for this one I really enjoy. It's quite a nice size, a shape, but the density I really like. And I do like the handles. They're very nice to hold. They're light, but still kind of substantial. I do like that. Okay, this one is still a little bit better. I think I might have gone a little bit too crazy with this one. So I think I'm gonna have to make this one a little crazy. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to thicken this one a little bit. Oh well. Nice. Okay, good. Alrighty, so that was family. So what other of my beautiful makeup friends shades are we wearing today? So we are going to wear Steph. She is now the proud owner of Mad Witch Cosmetics. Her first palette is amazing. Rumor there's a second one. I'm very, very excited to see what that is going to look like. Unfortunately, her kitty passed away. I'm very sad. That's something I'm worried about, because my kitties are going on 18 and 19, and my one's got dementia. So I know that's something that's going to be coming my way again soon, which I hate. I hope I still have at least another year or so. And they both have tons of health issues, but they are my babies. So I really do feel for Steph. I know how much she is hurting. So if she's a little quiet on her page for a few more days, I get it. When my Jazzy passed away, I think I cried for every night for a year straight. She was the most amazing tortoiseshell. She had extra toes. She was my other baby. My Abby was supposed to just be a foster and became a foster fail, because I had always, I might have mentioned this story before, but I had always missed, when I used to do my dishes and my Tortie wanted attention, she would come up and pat me on the leg, and then I would pat her head, do a couple more dishes, she'd pat me on the leg, and I missed the little leg pats. And then I had Abby for, I think 2 or 3 days, and then she came over and wanted attention and patted my leg, and it was like, oh, son of a gun. I now have another cat. It was a foster fail on the spot. But she has lots of health issues too. But anyway, she's also such a lovey. But I adopted her at 11 years, 11 months. So she was already a bit heading on her senior years when I got her. And then Missy I've had since she was about 2 or 3. We don't have an exact date. All we know is the family had a baby and they threw her out into the wilds, and then they found her in the bush all matted, and I got her partly bald. But she's my baby. We've been together 15, almost 16 years. Yeah, she's my girl. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh, Steph got a really nice purple. I know, and any excuse to talk about cats, right? I know. If you don't like cats, I guess you're fast forwarding. Alrighty, there we go. They are on the bed sleeping at the moment and waiting for their next meal. I really like this color. Okay, so next up, we're going to be using the shade Erica, and this is from our collab queen, Erica Conger. She does lots of collabs. My name twin is going to be getting that nickname soon, pretty much as well. Oh, and this was another brush from Bow. Was it Bow Beauty? No, $1 Billion Brushes. It's supposed to be a highlighter brush, but it's kind of teeny. So I think it's more better as a blending brush. Alrighty, so yes, now we're gonna go into Erica. I'm gonna grab a more flat one. Oh, we are on $1 Billion Brushes Day, and this is supposed to be a concealer brush. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good as a concealer. I like mine a little bit more short and stubby or pointed, because I have one that's pointed and one that's short and stubby, round, short and stubby. But I think this is better for I would say for shimmery shades and popping into the front of eye. Okay, so this shade had a little bit more kick up than Steph's did. So I'm just going to carefully pat on my hand here. I went out once, I forgot, and it turned into like a color of a bruise, and everybody's like, oh my God, what's in your hand? And it's like, makeup. Makeup. It's makeup. Oh, this is quite the different shade. Like, I knew this one was cooler, but didn't seem as stark of a difference to me. I want to put it on my eye. I'm going to need to put a little bit more stuff back on it, but there we go. Oh, this shade is really pretty too. I'm going to place our colors, and then we're going to decide what we're going to want to do with our bottom lash line. If we want to add a different color, but we do have all the purples but the sparkle going. What's so nice about these shadows is they basically need barely any blending, just nice pats, and they go on super nicely. So nice. All right, so I'm gonna go back into actually I'm just gonna use this brush. I'm gonna clean it off. I'm gonna go back into Steph, just pop a little bit more to brighten in there a bit more. There we go, because I did drag over the Erica a little bit further. There we go. Okay, and then back into the black again family. Ah, there it is. I'm like, where did I put the brush I used? I've got so many brushes to wash, and I'm trying not to add too many more to the pile. Hilma, who's also on this palette, was a good girl and washed all her brushes. I saw that on IG. Good job. They were a lot. I always try to, I keep them in a cup, as I use them, put them in a cup on my dresser, because every once in a while I'll grab one and reuse it. If I'm, say, doing a color palette that's similar, and then they're all stained green, so I can just use green. But once that cup is full, I try to wash them, so that way it's not too crazy. Alrighty, so now for the bottom lash line, I'm not going to take it too far, I think just third maybe. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Though I think I need to thicken the one side a little bit more. I think I'm going to go into Steph again, and I'm going to use that in the front part instead of the lighter one. I want to use the darker one. Yeah, I think that's the only thing I wouldn't have minded, maybe changing out one of the beautiful shiny blues for a matte blue, but then which one would you pick? Because they're all beautiful. I think that must be the hardest thing when you're building a palette, that you know, you want to put in so many colors and so many variations to cover everything, but you know, ginormous palettes are unwieldy. Like, this is probably the biggest I like to go. What is this one? This is like a 15 palette. Yeah, 15 palettes are really good. I have a fondness for 6 and 9 palettes, but I do like a well done 15, 16 colored palette. Okay, there we go. That is really pretty. So for right the inner corner, I'm going to use a little bit of Name Twin. So I'm going to use Manuela, which is the white one. I think we did that before too, but I think I want like right here, because it does have a nice color cast to it. Like, it has like blue and pink in there, so I think that goes nicely. Right like a boop of light. How beautiful and shiny that is. Okay. Alrighty, there we go. And then we want to do a shimmer. I wanted to do a blue, but this purple, the Darcy one, is really pretty. So hard. Yeah, maybe we're gonna stick this, or maybe, oh, I guess that'll make a good third look using green and blue, or green, pink, and blue. All right, we're gonna use a Darcy. Let's do the lovely Darcy as our shimmer shade today. Let's, as we generally do, change shiz up. We're gonna use my Rude Cosmetics spray here, and then we're gonna go into Darcy. We're gonna first do with brush and spray, and then we'll, of course, as always, do a flange test. This one, or the formula from St. Angel's Centers, generally is good for both, whatever your preference is. Sometimes with the finger you can cover more ground. I'm gonna do it in the center today. Oh, this one has some blue, it feels like some blue sparkles in the purple. I think this brush is a little bit too dense. I should have gone with the other one. Yeah. Ooh, that's pretty though. Okay, I am going to do with the phalange. Yeah, see, it's got some beautiful shifts to it. Yeah. Oh yeah, that is nice. Look at that. Yeah, see, it gives a little bit of a blue purple. Okay, I'm gonna grab, where's the other brush I wanted to use? No. Yes, this one. The one that had the, that's supposed to be a concealer brush. Let's use that one. Yeah, it feels, it has just a teeny bit more give than that other brush does. And it would help if you spray on the brush, not beside it. Oh yeah, so it looks, on the lighter purple, it looks very blue in person, but as soon as I go over, and then here it's looking blue on screen, but here, and then when I look in the mirror, it's very dark purple shimmery. Oh, this is really nice. Darcy, did you keep the best shade for yourself? No, they're all beautiful. Okay, oh my gosh, that is so pretty. What do we think? Oh, I'm loving this palette. This palette is going to get so much use. I mean, it's covering, you know, green's my favorite color of all time to wear, plus yellows, but my favorite combinations are green with blue, green with pink, pink with blue. So there's a lot of combinations in here, and I am loving these purples. Because, you know, I've been starting that love affair with purple, and of course an amazing black. So this is a fantastic. I love this. Alrighty, so I'm going to finish off putting on some mascara, maybe some liner, I haven't quite decided, and then I'll come back, we'll do lips together and have final thoughts. There we are. I just put a little bit of purple liner in the waterline, a teeny bit of black along the edges, and then a little bit of mascara. I think because of mani-pedis and lunch and stuff, I didn't feel like lashes, and plus I didn't want to hide the, like how beautiful. Hide this look. Alrighty, so last up we've got lips, and this is, again, we're going to use this one from St. Angel's Center. This is the one, number 11. This is more neutral. And then we're going to use, last time we used the one that was called Milan, which was that more raspberry. So now we are going to use the one that's called Strica, which I believe is more of a neutral tone, which I think will go better with this lip liner. But lip liners don't always 100% have to match, especially if you're just using them to kind of give a structure and have a fill. Because a darker color, I'll go right over it anyways. And I wanted to test the quality. I do have a little lip treatment on from P. Louise. So this is making this a little bit more glidey than normal. But I do, like I said, I do like the formula here. And then let's go into, what is it again? Strica. And then that was from the 420 collection. And I mean, alrighty. Yes, yes, because we didn't use a neutral one. Yeah, this is, yeah, definitely more neutral. Ooh, I love the smell of this. Yeah, a raspberry one would have gone nice with this look too, but when you're going out for lunch, the more neutral is better. That is usually easier to clean up with if you spill any or smudge any. Oh, look at this. This is nice, eh? So that extra lip, what's the word? Lip care. Unless it's supposed to be a lip gloss. I think it's a lipstick. Okay, there we go. Here's our look. So this is mostly about the Blessed palette, but we do want to talk about the things that I got for part of my birthday palette. So I'm loving both of these. The packaging is just worth having on its own because it's so adorable, but they smell delicious and they go on lovely. Again, my favorite type of pencil. I definitely am a cheater and like the roll-up ones if I'm buying them a lot of times, but a good pencil that's not too hard, not too soft, that perfect mix, sometimes hard to find, and these are that. Then we got the two, I also got a perfume, and then I got these two palettes here. So this one I have already received in a beauty box. So this is actually my copy. I'm going to probably be doing a giveaway with the other one. Or I do have a friend that's not feeling well that maybe she may want it, but this is such a great little palette. If I didn't have so much makeup, like if I was one of those people who just, you know, just bought a couple things a year, then I'd be like, ooh, duplicate is good because I really like it. But I do have a lot of makeup. But this one, I really like this one. This is so different. This blush goes on so nice. You think it would be too intense of a purple, but it goes on, that would have been good for today too, but it goes on really lovely. The highlighters are great. This blush is more of a neutral blush, it's nice. And these were actually went on lighter than I thought and blended out really nice. So actually really quite enjoy this. So this one will also get a lot of use, I'm sure. So now for the thing that we're all really here for, the Blessed palette, Saint Angels Sinners. And this one was dedicated, right, Darcy, to all of us gals in the Sassies. And here it is again. So beautiful. I know Wilma is loving this one so much too. She's obsessed. She was comparing it to the original version that had come out that was supposed to be a collab, and she says that the game has been upped with this palette. So maybe it was lucky that I missed that one, that I can enjoy this one here. Yes, I do have a little extra of the shimmery eyeshadow here, but it's pretty. Alrighty, so that's it. Again, this one is dedicated to my makeup friends on YouTube, Instagram, in real life. And yeah, there we go. That's it for me. If you like this video, please give a like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe even hit that notification bell. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends. We can still play with beautiful eyeshadows and makeup in general together. As always, behave, make good choices, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.